The Kombat Cast starts now.
And welcome everyone to Kombat Cast number 2 for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Very excited today because we're bringing a character that I've been really looking forward to the Mortal Kombat universe, and that is Rambo. So before we get to that, let's bring the crew in here and chat real quick, and we'll get right to it. Again, I'm Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios.
Stephanie Brownback, Senior QA Analyst.
Derek Kurtzik, and you should go out and vote.
Good call, Derek. I was going to say at the end, but you've stolen my thunder.
We can do it again. Like it's important.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We've all dressed up for Halloween. I'm a combo breaker competitor. Stephanie is a witch, and Derek is a jogger dressed as Rambo, or a Rambo dressed as a jogger. Which one are you?
I'm the Rambo out jogging.
Got it. Jogging Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little matching hat for my cat, but she would not cooperate. She would have.
We saw it.
I'm really.
We saw it earlier. We saw it earlier when we were getting all this whole thing ready, but I'm sorry it didn't work out. So today we're going to talk about Rambo. Very excited. I've been looking forward to Rambo for quite a while, ever since Stephanie and I kind of talked about how Rambo plays. Now, since we're not in the studio, I haven't had my chance to really get in there and play Rambo like I would like to, but everything that we've seen and everything we're going to show today makes me really excited.
Yeah, he turned out really, really awesome. Like, at first, you're like, oh, well, he's a dude without powers that uses guns. When you really think about it, Rambo is a master of unarmed combat, of knife combat, of traps, using the environment to his advantage. You know, the mind is the most powerful weapon, and he's very experienced and, you know, knows how to use his environment to his advantage and stuff. So it led to all kind of interesting moves that are not at all what I expected when I heard he was going to be in the game.
Derek, what are your thoughts on Rambo right now?
I'm excited for people to see him because it was, he's going to have guns, a gun character, and that is absolutely not what he is. Just like Steph said, he's hand-to-hand combat, a lot of brutal, cool throws and moves, and unique things. Like, I really like his throw where he, like, kind of they fall into a pit and he throws a grenade over his shoulder or whatnot. It's just really cool, and it's perfect Rambo.
All very Rambo. So before we get into discussing how Rambo plays, I think we should take another look quickly at the Rambo trailer.
I'm taking you off the board.
Give it your best shot, soldier.
It'll be right between the eyes.
Fight! Finish him! Fatality. Rambo wins.
There it is. There it is, Rambo. I saw on Twitter someone said they're sad for a lot of reasons. We can't do tournaments obviously right now, but the fact that like Rambo wins when he's doing the yelling, that not everyone will be able to yell that during a tournament win is going to be missed, but hopefully that comes eventually. So that's Rambo. Like we said, a lot of use of traps, a lot of close-up hand-to-hand fighting, lots of knife work.
And bow and arrow. I forgot about that.
And bow and arrow. And the crawl. The crawl got a lot of good love on social.
By far my favorite move. It's so
the leopard crawl for the win.
One of the kind of the terms we use in the game world for fighting games is a thing called two-player animations, and that was when the other player like do a strike, grab, throw that isn't like a command grab, and he seems to get quite a few of those as well, which I'm super into. So that's Rambo. So let's discuss real quickly, like we always do, talking about what does Rambo bring to the table? How does he fight? What kind of players will want to play as Rambo?
I would describe Rambo as a non-traditional zoning character. He does not sit full screen and pew, pew, pew. But he does keep you away, or at least contained with trap moves. Like he has this log traps and tripwires and claymore mines and stuff that kind of slow you down or keep you afraid to jump or afraid to dash or afraid to walk in. And then he kind of gets in and he does his brawling up close stuff with his knife. So yeah, space control, but not like Cetrion or a character like that, like just, doing projectiles.
Right. I really enjoy just watching his gameplay, because it does feel like if you do like playing a sort of zoner, he will work for you. But honestly, like as a person who loves playing characters like Kano and Jax, he has that feel to me too, where he can just get in there and start swinging.
That's true. Depending on the abilities you choose, he does have a little bit of command grabs in there. He's got some 50-50s if you want to take some risk, and he'll have some setups and some combos and stuff like that. So you can mix it up. It doesn't have to be the kind of keep away thing if you don't want. That's more like how you contain them so that you can do the type of offense that you choose to do.
Right. On Twitter, I saw one of our... Go ahead, please.
I was going to say he's got a couple cool advancing attacks with the shoulder roll and then obviously the leopard crawl. So, I mean, he's got tools to get in, too, to play his game as well.
Yes, that's a good point. A lot of his special moves, while his normal attacks are really for up close because it's a knife, he has a lot of special attacks that close the difference in unique ways.
I saw on Twitter, one of our fans, an eagle-eyed fan, saw that he has that slide that he used in the first Rambo movie, where he slides in and does the elbow pop, which is, I love when our design team takes something directly from the movie and makes it work with the character in a fighting game. Like that's just always really fun to see, and major props to them for that. You
can always tell. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean. But the design team, it's always just watching everything you can. They clearly. Whoever kind of heads up that character is clearly just a massive fan, and that's got to be so awesome if you're a huge fan to get to this little moment.
We do our homework.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's real quickly then. Let's show a video and talk about Rambo's just his basic fight style, his movement, his kicks, his punches, that sort of thing.
So he has this knife, and he uses it in most of his normal attacks, and you can see even there with his uppercut. I would say one thing that really stands out is his mid attacks. I think they're pretty good. They're pretty quick. He's a close quarter character because it's not like a sword or a machete or whatever, but I think the speed makes up for it. And this one's fun because he literally uses a rocket to stuff off the ground, which amuses me greatly. And then lastly, he has this drop kick, which is an overhead. It's pretty quick, and if he does 2 in a row, he gets a crushing blow. Then he has this throw. And it has a crushing blow with a really unique condition. It's loaded if he has not been hit or jumped in 10 seconds. So, yeah, and there you go. And you get to combo off that stun when they hold their breath. So it's not the traditional requirement. It's 10 seconds of not being knocked down or not jumping, which is really tough for players like me and Derek to not jump for 10 seconds.
Correct.
So it's a really good, like, in the footsie game when you're going back and forth, you can just kind of wait, and then the other player's like, how long has it been? Is he going to come in for the throw? And then you get that sort of meta game going of, are you ready to tech that throw? Something that I think I've done twice in history on purpose. So there we go.
Yeah, I love you're trying to build up in your head. Wait, does Rambo have that ready? Like, and then they do the back throw to trick you. It's good fun.
So it's only on front throw.
Yes, it's only on front throw. His other throw does not have it.
So it could be locked and ready. You do a back throw, they miss the tech, and there you go.
Or I think you're going to tech because you think I'm not going to do it when I have it loaded, but then I do it. The non-mix-up, mix-out.
The non-mix-up, mix-up. Mind tricks all day. Awesome. Let's take a look real quickly at Rambo's default special moves.
So first up, he uses his bow. It's a really fast, high projectile. And the cool thing is it's almost like a stance. He can fire multiple, up to 3. He can let it go. He can just hang on it, wait a second, then shoot one. And none of that costs stamina, either defensive or offensive. Then he has this tripwire, which I think is like the crux of his space control. It's really fast. He has a close and far version. And it's a low. It pretty much forces the opponent to either walk in slowly, attempt to jump. Dashing is really risky. Basically, if they're moving, they're going to get hit. They're going to get knocked down, and then that sets up. He can either go into arrows, he could advance, or he can do it again. And it's kind of a move that makes you just sit still and look out for it. It's the main move that ties everything else together. It also is a pretty good combo ender. Then he has a slide. And this slide has a couple options. You can do it from really far by holding forward. You can actually roll backwards by holding back after, even on block, to make it hard to punish. It is an amplified that does more damage, with a crushing blow if he does it 3 times. Very similar to how Sub-Zero's amplified slide works. So I think this move's pretty good for advancing, if you want to go under something. It's decent for 50-50s. Like, you could use that with his drop kick as an overhead low mix-up. Then lastly, he has one more move that's not in his default move list, but I really wanted to show it because, well, I think it's awesome.
Every new character, we have one or two new things that we've kind of never tried before, actually. And
yeah, this is one of the weirder crushing blows.
This one is pretty fantastic. So let's take a look at the old bug here.
So as we know, as Troutman explains, he's trained to eat stuff that'd make a billy goat puke. And in the game, we show that by an insect crawls by and he actually eats it and gets health back. And if his fatal blow is on cooldown, it's a crushing blow of the bug, which gives him hella energy back. The downside to this is if he eats too many, he then vomits and he's stunned.
I love that. That is incredible. I love that we've now done a KB on a bug.
On a bug, yes. Which is
like
just crawling by.
Totally. Minding the bug's own business.
It's impressive reflexes. Well, bugs are horrible creatures, so I support him stabbing it.
That's fine. That's incredible. Let's take a look at Rambo's Variation 1.
So the first thing is he gets his tripwire. And this is different than the other one. It sets up a combo if he amplifies it. There's no close or far, it knows where the opponent is. Pretty quick. And this is one of the main ways to get big combos with Rambo if you choose to use this. The second thing is the crawl, which I absolutely love. This is essentially a low stance. He has numerous moves from it. He has this quick slide. Then he has a grab. This is actually like a grab. If they're blocking, it'll hit them. And then he has a parry. And the parry's neat because it parries lows, mids, and highs. So if he's down in this, the opponent tries to hit him out of it, he can actually parry it. And then the parry and the throw have a crushing blow. If he crawls long enough, it'll be loaded, and if he grabs you, he smashes your face then.
Wow. DK, I know that you're going to be playing Melina, but this
Yeah.
The crawl alone makes me think that that's just trolly enough for you to do.
Yeah, I will absolutely try and crawl people to death. Yeah, you just grabbing
I
their
can see
foot,
it happen.
killing a person by stabbing their foot. I'm in. Stabbing a bug.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Now, this definitely seems right up your alley to troll the living hell out of anybody you're playing against. So very excited for that.
That is my top priority at all times.
And that's the cool thing about the crawl too, because like if they try to like hit you in any way and you're ready to parry it, you said it parries all types of like
Yes.
highs and lows and whatnot. So some good stuff there too. Also, I gotta say, love that costume on Rambo. I love the
that's my
green
favorite too.
military jacket. I love, for some reason I love olive green jackets, and that did it for me. So
And you don't own a single one of them.
I have. My girlfriend actually gets mad when every time I want to buy a new coat. She's like, "Do we need a new green coat?" Because I have 3 in my closet right now. So let's take a look at variation 2 for Rambo.
So variation 2, he can pull an M60 that he hid in the leaves out of the ground, and this is a very fast projectile that's like a stream of bullets. And he also gets the Claymore Mine. And what's fun about this is once it's triggered, it can blow up either opponent, or either person, be it him or the opponent. He can put it down and it lasts for quite a long time. And if he amplifies it, he puts leaves over it so it's invisible. So there's fun stuff you can do. You can put it down, let it sit there for a while, do your little setups, and then just really forget about it, they get popped out. And then lastly, his tripwire is replaced by this log trap. And it's pretty much the opposite of it. Instead of covering the ground, it covers the air. It'll still hit when it was standing, but it's also awesome for anti-air. So this is like, if you're fighting an opponent that won't stop jumping, this is, you really can't ask for better anti-air than a giant log swinging across the whole screen really fast.
It does have a crushing blow as well. Do you know
yes, if you do it 3 times in a row.
Okay. Awesome.
You can also think, so they kind of complement each other, because the landmine controls the ground. If he puts it in front of him and he's behind it, you pretty much have to either wait it out or jump over it or hope you have a teleport. So then you want to jump because of the landmine and he has the log. So you can kind of put the trap down, use the log, and if the opponent wants to move because they don't want to deal with the gun with the claymore there, they're going to get hit out of the air by the log. So all 3 moves kind of are like a little loop, a little Ouroboros or whatever, the snake eating the snake,
Death
I guess.
traps
Don't tail.
Death traps.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that when I play against Derek, I should be using a log that controls the air.
Yes.
Like that might be trouble.
And the
I
ground.
think he would just,
Because I'm just going to roll.
he would just be done. That's true, yeah. He would roll into a Claymore Mine.
He will be rolling into plenty of Claymore mines. Very
Yeah.
exciting. Awesome. So two distinct ways of playing Rambo so far. I think I'll probably going with the next one we're showing, which is variation 3.
Me too. I love these animations. So this one is like a grab version. He gets a couple of his strings get grab enders, and they are actual grabs. Like if you're blocking, you get hit. And then this one is a hit, but it is like a restand. So you can end your combo with it, and you'll be standing, and he gets advantage. It also just looks really, really nasty. Then he gets a command grab. The cool thing is when he amplifies it, you can choose which way to throw you, and it has a crushing blow for punishing a wake-up roll. So let's see, you try to get up, you don't want to deal with the setups, you roll, and oops, you get disemboweled, which is really harsh for trying to roll out of the way.
Setting something up here for the next one.
Yeah, unfortunately forgot what I was setting up. Oh, that's right. The combat roll. So this replaces the slide, and it's almost sort of like Reptile's elbow from Ultimate MK3. He goes past you, and then he has a couple of different options. He can do this quick slice, he can do a really fast overhead if he amplifies it, or he can just cancel it. And it's really, really quick, and can be kind of hard to deal with. So he can like go through it, stop, you kind of freeze up like a deer in headlights and he throws you. He can just do the slash. If the slash count, okay, I can't concentrate because of your background. That's amazing.
Wow,
What's
you
the
didn't get
problem?
caught either.
I
Nothing,
know.
not at all.
I know. Okay.
Do not turn around. So you're
Anyway.
doing the roll back and forth. There was a crushing blow off of that too.
Yes. If the slash is a punish, it'll crushing blow. So the idea where there would be you keep canceling it, you keep going for throws, jump overs, looping it or whatever, and the opponent's had enough. And they're like, all right, screw this. I'm going to attack you out of it. Then you actually do the slash and you get the crushing blow.
Awesome.
So it's
And
like
that
a
does,
pressure
like,
tool, basically.
and also a command grab in there as well, which is
Yes.
incredible. So
that's like
awesome.
That's totally like your rush down variation. It's the opposite of the other two. It's screw this zoning crap. You're Rambo. You just want to go in and slit dudes' throats. Bad
Kick
people.
ass.
Yes, that sounded very tough, Stephanie. Go in there and slip people's throat. So that's awesome. So we have a lot of different ways to play. We got some space control. We have a rush down. There's a lot of different ways to play Rambo. So that's super exciting.
Yep.
We do have a couple. We have a couple surprises today for Rambo. We're going to show. We'll get to them in a second. We're going to show you. We didn't do this last week because we like to kind of mix it up. But this week we will be showing the new fatality. But we're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to first go. We've seen this in the trailer again. We're just going to walk through the fatal blow one more time. We'll see that real quick. Awesome. And one that we didn't show last time, but we want to show today is we're going to show you one of Rambo's brutalities. Let's take a look at that.
Ooh.
Live for nothing or die for something.
All right.
Going
Excellent.
back home in that portal.
I
was
love that
awesome.
he picks up his duffel, says his catchphrase, and leaves. Like, that's incredible to me. That brings back so many memories. I love that. And last time we didn't show the second rain fatality, but we got some people like us, people don't. So this time, if you don't want to see the Rambo fatality, you should turn away. But we're going to show Rambo's other
Close your
fatality.
eyes.
Super sick. I love Rambo is always like he has to go to these fight arenas really early, probably
Yes.
a couple hours early before the fight because he has to bury his M60 under leaves.
Mm-hmm. He's up before
multiple
dawn.
M60s. Yeah, he has to
He
put up
doesn't
an electrical a bed. He has a ton of things he has to do before he can even start the fight. So big props to him.
And he carries it all in his duffel bag.
And
Yes.
yes, that's what he does. Again, so that is Rambo. Any final words on Rambo? What kind of things you're looking forward to seeing people do? Anything like that?
I just think it's pretty cool how he can be this kind of like trap character that like keeps you away, or he can go ham up close depending on how you want to play it. So it'll be interesting to see the different play styles. Like I could see like a grappler player gravitating towards him, but I could also see like a really lame, like methodical player gravitating towards him. And then people are just like, oh, Sylvester Stallone's cool, I'll gravitate towards him. And then they kind of
Sure.
mix and match it, which is cool. Also, ultimately, just as someone who's, from the 80s, RoboCop, Rambo, and Terminator are in this game. Like,
Yeah.
seriously?
We're going to see those matchups, and I'm super excited
Yeah.
about that. Mr. Kurtzik,
Yes.
anything you're looking forward to about Rambo?
Yeah, I was going to say Molina's next week. That's what I'm looking forward to.
That's what you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give it to you. Again, everybody, thank you. These are going to be a little shorter streams because we are all from home.
Whoa,
and have different
whoa,
ways we have to
whoa,
do these.
whoa.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
I was gonna say.
I'm getting there. Don't worry. I know.
Okay.
Just let everybody know we're doing these for a different way, so we kind of have to keep them a little shorter. Before we get to close things out, we are going to go to my favorite part of the streams, the birthday shout-outs.
That's right. We actually don't have any. I'm just kidding. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. We got Joseph from Phoenix, Arizona, Morgor 7, Eddie Cherry, Marco Polo FGC, Admiral Hardass, Hollis, Shane Wade, Master Freezy's wife, Adam Butt, Brian Kang, Mark Chang, Andrew Stein, and our very own Stephanie Brownback.
That's me.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Everybody send your
Thank you.
Twitter love, wishing Stephanie a very happy birthday. So yeah, that's going to be about it. Remember, pre-order, you get the Time Warrior skin pack, which is awesome, and all those upgrades we talked about. We'll go back over those again next week, just so everybody is sure of what they have. And next time we do have a stream coming up. It's Melina. We do not have a date for you right now, but it is coming. Derek, you're very excited, right?
Yeah, when can we expect her gameplay trailer, Tyler? When can we expect that?
I was tweeting about football yesterday, and everything I did was just, when is the gameplay trailer coming? You'll see it when it does. Not going to give any dates away, but it's coming very soon.
But would you say it's real soon, or like a week away, maybe?
I'm not going to say anything about that.
Does she teleport in it? Okay, you know what? I'll just wait.
I will say yes. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to do these combat casts for everyone and show off these new characters. Oh, yes, Stephanie.
Also, don't forget, for those excited about gameplay changes, we'll be talking about that on the Melina stream.
Yes,
And
very important.
I'd like to offer one little hint to satiate everyone's hunger, if I may. My favorite thing I'm most excited to talk about is about variations.
All right.
Oh.
Sounds super cool. Very excited about that. It's going to be a fun one next time. We'll get a date. Keep following us on social media at Mortal Kombat. You will see when we are going to be going live with that stream and trailers and whatnot. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Derek.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. We will see you next time on the Combat Cast.